Hey family, how are you doing? It's good to see you. It is Wednesday, July 29th, the last Wednesday of the month. Can you believe it? And it's time once again for a midweek message. And I hope this message finds you well. I hope that you're doing all right and you're taking advantage of the beautiful weather outside and doing some things that will fill you up because we need that, right, in these times. So today I wanted to share a little bit about what's going on in the life of our church, and then I just want to share something that's been an encouragement to me. First of all, what's going on in the church? Well, this Sunday we're going to be doing another outdoor service, or actually services. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of that. During this time, we have the opportunity to gather with 100 people in an outdoor service. That's like twice what we can do inside. And so we're going to be gathering outside this coming Sunday for multiple services, and we would love to see you there. I know that many of us we've been longing to be together. I have personally been longing to just see you and to worship with you, and this Sunday we have an opportunity to do that. However, because we have some restrictions, we have to sign up. So we make sure that you have a place to come and worship on Sunday. And so we have a maximum of 100 people. We still need to do social distancing. We still need to wear masks and all of that, but we still get an opportunity to be together. Last time was such an awesome time to be together. Now, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. We've been looking at this coming weekend, and so far signups have been frankly really low. In fact, we're wondering, do we just do one service this weekend or do we do two? And so maybe some of you have just not, you've been busy and you haven't taken time to sign up. But if not, would you please ASAP sign up yourself, your family, for a service this weekend so that we can make some decisions about how many services we're going to actually do and have an idea of how many people are planning to come. Now, as always, we're always going to be offering online services, but we also have an opportunity to gather in person. So that's this Sunday. Please, right after this video, if you haven't yet, would you sign up so we can get a read on how many people are planning to come and how many services we need to do to accommodate everyone. Speaking of that, because we're in August coming up here and the weather is most likely going to be great, we are going to continue doing some outdoor services while we have the opportunity to do that and while we have the opportunity to gather with 100 people because weather's going to change, pretty soon this fall. And so I just want to encourage you, we're going to be doing that every other week in the month of August. And so on the 2nd, on the 16th, and on the 30th, we're going to be doing outdoor services in the field. And just like all of our other services, you're going to need to sign up for those. But I'm looking forward to, I've so missed seeing you. And I'm just looking forward, while we have good weather, to be meeting together. And so we're going to do that every other week for the remainder of August. And so please plan to be a part of that, sign up for that. We would really, really love to see you. All right? Another thing I want to let you know about is this week we sent out a survey to you because we're interested in knowing kind of where you're at personally as we make plans to regather in services, specifically in doing indoor services. I talked with some of our network churches just recently, some of the pastors, and a few of our network churches have begun meeting because of their size and their circumstances. And what they have found so far across the board is that they've been experiencing maybe 20 to 30% of people have been showing up for those services. And many, many others have been saying, we're going to wait until the restrictions are lifted, like masks or social distancing. Some are even saying, hey, we want to wait until there's a vaccine before we come back and gather inside for services. And so we are very interested in knowing kind of where you're at in this. And there's no judgment on how you feel about this. We just need to know because it helps us make plans for September as we begin to look at a regathering in indoor services. So please, would you take 2 minutes to answer 4 questions in this online survey, and it will give us a great indicator of kind of your comfort level when it comes to regathering. And don't just fill out the survey if you're raring to go and come meet. We want to know where you're at, wherever that's at. We want to know your level of concern as we make plans for gathering this fall, all right? So if you would please do that, that would be very, very helpful for us. In fact, after this video, we'll repost that link and you can go on. It'll take you literally probably less than 2 minutes to answer a few questions and let us know kind of your level of concern as we look at regathering this fall. All right, would you please do that? That's kind of it for kind of news at this point. But I do want to take a moment and just encourage you because yesterday I had a conversation that was incredibly encouraging. And I don't know about you, but I need to hear things that are encouraging these days. Um, I was talking with Sue Bakken. Sue and Kevin are longtime family members here at Smoky Point. And I was talking to her, and she was telling me that she's going to be taking a road trip down to California. And the reason she's doing that is because she's going to be attending um, the baptism of somebody that she has been witnessing to and praying for over 30 years. Now, I'm not going to tell you the whole story because I want to bring her on here or do a video or something and have her tell all of the details because it's incredible. But here's a person that she said, is like one of those people that you would never imagine coming to faith in Jesus, just by his life, and he's been really kind of against her faith even for all of these years, and so she's struggled, but she's been consistent and persistent, and for all of those years she's been speaking into his life, even when he's lived far away, and wrote notes and prayed for him, and at times it's even been kind of almost a joke, like you really believe this stuff, and yet during this crazy season, God brought this man to a real place of need, and through a very interesting set of circumstances, um, he ended up talking to a pastor who once again shared with him the good news of Jesus, as Sue has done many, many times over the years. But this time, his heart was ready, and he accepted Jesus, and his life has just been radically changed and transformed. And he's excited. He let her know that he made that decision and that he's going to be getting baptized. And so she's going to make the trek down there to celebrate that, because it's one of those times when you just go, God, I thought this would never happen, and yet he's able to change anyone's heart and to do even the most unlikely of things in people's lives. In fact, it made me think of Galatians chapter 6, verse 9, that says this, "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap. We do not give up." Don't grow weary of doing good, because in due season we will reap if we don't give up. And that was just so encouraging to me, because in this crazy season, sometimes we just feel like throwing in the towel and giving up. And it was so encouraging to hear that even in this time, God has been at work in the life of a guy who, for years and years and years, has been opposed to the good news of Jesus. And now he is so excited about what he has done in his life. He's so excited to stand up and let people know that I have committed my life to Jesus and I'm following him. And I was so encouraged just to see in Sue's eyes her encouragement and the fact that she saw God do a miracle. And I just want to encourage you, don't give up. Don't give up in this season. And maybe there's that person in your own life that you thought it'll never happen. Listen, keep doing good. Keep being faithful to what God has called you to do. And in due season, God can do what we could never do. And he can do the impossible. And so I want to encourage you in that today. Don't give up. Keep doing what's good. In fact, that verse goes on and says this, "So then, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those of the household of faith." So let's continue doing good to one another, speaking into one another's lives, even during this crazy time. And let's not give up on one another. Let's not give up on meeting together. Let's not give up on what God wants to do in our lives and through our lives right now. And I believe that on the other side of all this craziness, that God's going to do something incredible in the life of his church and in this world. And so let's not give up. All right, church? I look forward to seeing you this weekend. Hope to see you gather in the field across the street. God bless you. Have a great day.